Okay.
So, once upon a time, there's a young man growing up, small town, Iowa. I know, that's redundant. Small town, Iowa, yes. With a wonderful mom and dad that he loved and respected very much. And he watched very closely the things that his father would do. And he watched his father get up early, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and go off to work. Come home, oftentimes after dark, and always had a smile on his face. He loved what he did. He embraced what he did, and he did it with zest. And that little boy grew up. He got to be about 10, 11, 12. And golly, it was time for that little boy to go to work with his dad. And he didn't have quite as much zest for getting up at 4:30, but he did it. And he learned some very valuable lessons. He learned some things about hard work, about the value of a dollar, and how best to spend his time, talent, and treasure. And those are some things I want to talk to you about tonight, is our time, talent, and treasure. Because about 4 years ago, that little boy, who you might have guessed was me, that little boy's father passed on to his great reward. We miss him greatly, but we thank him very much for what he's left behind. And when he left us, it caused me to reflect on, what am I doing? What do I want to do with my time, talent, and treasure? How do I want to invest that over the remainder of my years? So that started us on a journey. And that journey led us to a point where 2 years ago, we started a firm called JMM CPA. And we wanted to do things a little bit differently than other firms had done. And we wanted to just use some of the values that we had learned in small town, rural Iowa, and apply them to our business. So the way that our time ties into that is that we as a firm value not just our time, but the time of our clients. Our clients have busy businesses, things that need to get done, and we try to be as minimal of an interruption to that as possible and get things done on time, ahead of schedule, ahead of deadline, so that they can focus on their business. And that's really how we try to approach time in our practice. When it comes to our talent, this shouldn't take long, right? When it comes to our talent, we have an addition. We have Patty join the team just about a year ago, just shortly after last year's party. So we've invested in some talent, and along the lines of talent, one of the things that we like to do is help companies get organized. We had actually a client come to us with a great idea, and we're going out and doing something that I'm pretty sure no other accounting firms are doing, because they're not designed to do so. As a specialty firm, we're going out now and we're working with our clients on what we would call a periodic basis, and doing our audit work more than just once a year, quarterly, maybe 3 times a year or twice a year, where we really become a business partner and walk alongside and do our audit work almost in real time. So when we find issues, they can be resolved easily and quickly. We've done this now on 2 clients last year, and on both of them, we found issues that they were able to correct then before year end, and we could have clean audits for them issued after year end. So we're going to be rolling that out to all of our clients this year, and that's one of the ways we like to use our talents. With respect to our treasure, we have a firm motto that is planning ahead and giving back. And we like to give back our resources. We have committed to give back 5% of our client revenues, gross revenues, back to various charities. And we have one of those charities represented here tonight, Ronald McDonald Charities. Thanks for coming. Earlier, you may have met him. One of the young men from Special Olympics was here, and he had about 5 platefuls of pizza and really enjoyed it. So we were glad that he was here and spent some time with us. And then we also support Food for Friends, Feed My Starving Children, Evans Scholars, and Make-A-Wish Foundation. So it's one of the ways that we like to give back. It puts a nice touch at the end of the audit when we can say, hey, we're going to take 5% of what you paid us, and we're going to give back to worthwhile causes. So that's a little about our time, talent, and treasure. And I also just want to say, I am just so excited to see all of you here tonight. We have filled up the room. This is a really nice turnout, and I'm thinking next year we're going to have to move next door and have a little more space, which is a wonderful thing. We even have one of last year's big raffle prize winners here tonight. I'm pretty sure, I think he's had the shirt on since he won it last year. It looks great on you, Dan. So with that, another way we're going to give back is we're going to give away a few prizes. And I'm going to turn that over to my lovely wife. All of you have a little raffle ticket in your name tag. And if you've got the lucky number, you too can have a shirt like Dan. So thank you for coming. I'm going to turn it back to my wife, and I'll catch you afterwards.